Yes, and I am live. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Yes, it's evening here in the UK. How are you? How's the family? Hope everything is going okay for you. Happy weekend. Now, happy Sunday. Give me a moment. Let me check this live. You know, I want to make sure that I'm audible. People can hear me. And we dive right into today's session. People can hear me. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Amazing. Okay, great. It's been a while. Yes, it has been a while. How is the weather at your end? Oh, it's very hot here. Sunny, nice and sunny. And, today I'm just going to jump right into today's live session. You know, it's been a little while. I think it's been about a week since I came out live. And please, if you can hear me, just put in the comment section and let me know where you're watching from as well. I would love to know where you're watching me from. I'm here in the UK, Belfast to be precise. I'll introduce myself to you later. I just like to, do the chat. We talk about what we have to talk about, dish out the value before, you get to meet me. Yes. I want you to be curious about who I am. But if you already know me, then that's a bonus for you. So it's been a little while since I came on live, and so I just think, okay, let me just come out live today because I had a conversation with someone just today, actually, early afternoon, and it got me thinking, and that's why I put that topic. What does financial freedom means to you? Because when I hear this a lot, financial freedom, and I don't think it means the same for everyone. That's in my own opinion. Because if I ask you now, what does financial freedom actually mean to you? You put so many things in the comment section, right? So put in the comment section, what does financial freedom means to you? Because I feel like we hear that phrase all the time, financial freedom, financial freedom. Oh, it doesn't mean the same thing to everyone when we say it, if you know what I mean. For me, financial freedom, I mean, okay, I just want to wake up and get a little bit of break and be able to pay my bills and all of that. So I want to break it down, a bit, and just talk through it together. You can also give me your opinion, just like I said. So for some people, financial freedom means never having to check their bank account before they buy something, just be able to go into the shop and keep shopping without even looking at how much is in your bank account. For others, it means, being able to pay their bills without stress every month. For some people, it's just, I just want to be able to pay my bills. And, there was a time I was speaking with someone, and, one of my inquirers, and she said, oh, how long will it take me to quit my job when I start this business? And I asked her, what is your goal? Because your goal is different from mine. What success means to you might not be what it means to me. Maybe what success means to me is, okay, I want to be able to pay off all my debts, number one, be able to pay off all my, mortgage and everything, be able to establish one or two things for each of my children. Maybe that's what, success means to me. But for you, it might just be, okay, as long as I'm able to pay my bills every month, as long as I'm able to, replace my salary, that is success, in a business. For some people, maybe that's not what it is for me. And, that is why this is not typical. Financial freedom to you, what it means to you might not be what it means to me, if you know what I mean. So for some people, it's just being able to pay their bills with no stress at the end of every month. That's financial freedom to some people. And for those set of people, the way what action they will take towards financial freedom will be different from somebody that just want to be able to, take care of their children, travel around the world, be able to buy anything without looking into bank account, if you know what I mean. And for others, it's even deeper than money. Hey, financial freedom for some people is deeper than just the numbers. It's peace of mind. Imagine having peace of mind, that there's no stress, being able to say yes or no without fear, if you know what I mean. And that is what I've been thinking recently. And I thought, okay, Sunday anyways, I'm free, I'm home. Let me just come and share this. So a lot of people think financial freedom is just about, how much money you have. Financial freedom is not about how much money you have. But for me, it's all about control. How you are able to, control your life without the numbers, without the numbers part, if you know what I mean. How much control you have over your time, over your life, over what you do with the things you have. For me, I think that's how I perceive financial freedom in general. And freedom, whatever freedom you're looking for, will come from what you're able to afford, if you know what I mean. If you are not able to afford your bills and you said you're looking for time freedom, you probably won't get time freedom because you have to work to pay the bills, if you know what I mean. So for me, I think it's about how much control you have over your life, because you can have good salary and still feel stuck. Yeah, you can be earning money and still feel like you're living from paycheck to paycheck. You don't have control over your time. You can have your bank accounts like hundreds of thousands of dollars and still not have that control over your life, right? So, and it's honestly, it depends on what it means to you. So, and I want you to take a deeper look at yourself and your life and ask yourself, what does financial freedom means to me? For some people, financial freedom means being able to start building something on the side for future. And honestly, that was one of the, hook for me when I started my business and I saw what is possible. I felt at peace, not because I started making money overnight or I pressed the button after I started my business and I became a millionaire. No, it's because of I told you earlier, I said financial freedom to some people is peace of mind. I'm one of them. Peace of mind, the assurance that I am building something for the future, is already financial freedom for me. I don't know what it is for you. I don't know, whatever financial freedom means to you, right, is what will determine your action, really. If it means that, okay, you want to build A, B, C, D, all your children, you want to get them sorted, that legacy tree, you want to build it before, that's maybe what financial freedom means to you. For some people, it's just the peace of mind. For some people, it's the assurance that we are already building something and the hope for future. So, what does financial freedom mean to you? So, when I think about financial freedom, I just don't think about the money or the amount, the numbers. I think about options. You know, I have something I'm building on the side. I can say yes or no without fear, to whatever does not bring value to me, if you know what I mean. So I think about being able to, wake up and not feel pressured by every single bills or unexpected. Recently, I got a letter from my son's school, and because he's an athlete, so he plays different kind of sports, but he's major in one, he's champ in one. So I I just got a letter. They're going to Barcelona, and it's going to cost us over £1,000. And I'm like, okay, I think today you have started. You know, for me, financial freedom is waking up every single day and not feel pressured about bills or unexpected expenses. If you know what I mean, I know that, okay, I can get this money even without pressure, even without having to, calculate how many overtime I have to take. So that is financial freedom. I don't have, billions in my account, of course, yeah, but I know that I am building towards it. It's financial freedom to me. And I think a lot of people want that. People want to be, at peace. People want to be in that stage where you can say yes or no without fear, but not everyone is actively building towards it. And I'm not, judging anyone. I'm not saying this in a judgmental way at all. I just think sometimes life gets busy and we forget about things. We've got work, family, other responsibilities. We're tired, we're stressed. Everything competing for just, your own attention. You are the only one in the center of everything, and everything is competing, everything is just directed at you. So sometimes, even though we want a different life, we don't always take steps towards it because we get trapped in so many things. And that's where the frustration starts. In all fairness, that is where the frustration starts. And for me, I think that, the moment you have that reflection, and you think of what financial freedom means to you, you begin to appreciate one, yourself. You begin to appreciate the things around you. You begin to appreciate opportunity the more. Because of course we all want change. I wanted change. That is why, I did so many things. But initially I didn't know what direction to move in until I saw, an opportunity. And that is why when I have information, I share. And I'm always thankful to God that I'm a source of information to people who, were like me, or people who are like me, who I used to be. Let me put it that way. I didn't know what direction to go, but I knew I wanted that peace of mind. I knew I wanted to be able to say no to all this, shifts, long hours, and all of those things. But when you look at the bills, you look at what is coming in at the end of the month, and you look at what you have to pay out, sometimes, it's not like you enjoy it, but it's what you have to do. And that is why when you do a deep reflection, you know what you want and you go for it. You know what you want and you go for it. So I'm just, sharing with you this Sunday. I know it's Sunday, and I think it's a good time for us to reflect. I know you're preparing for the following week, but it's a good time to reflect and ask yourself, what does financial freedom mean to you? Are you waiting for perfect time to start creating, that peace that you want for yourself? Because I can tell you, there's nothing like perfect time. There will never be a perfect time. There will always be those things competing for your own single, only you attention, only your attention. Maybe your husband and your wife is sharing it, but there are those things that constantly come. Your family, your what? Oh, I need to go and see GP for my regular checkup and all of those things. There will never be a perfect time. So do a deep reflection today and ask yourself this honest question. What does financial freedom mean to you? It's different from what it means to me. What financial freedom means to me is different from what it means to you. So when you hear that phrase, financial freedom, what does it mean in your life right now? Is it freedom from debt? Is it more time with your family, your children, your loved ones? You want to be able to travel? Yes. Without, having to come back and work double. Is it just breathing a little less, like a little easier, yes, at the end of the month? Because depending on what financial freedom means to you, your next step will be different from another person. And I think clarity is very important here. So you need to know, you need to clarify, what does financial freedom means to you. Whatever it means to you would determine your next step. Whatever financial freedom means to me would determine my next step. My step might be different from yours. And that is why I said clarity is very important, because once you are clear on what you actually want, you start making different decisions. You start making decisions. You don't even now care about how many years you've lost. You won't care about, oh, at the time before I started my business, I was already 9 years of birth. I'd worked 14 years back home in Nigeria. So you know how many years all that put together, 23 years as a registered. I did not look at that. I did not look at, how many years I've lost. The moment I realized I wanted time freedom, I wanted financial freedom, wanted to be able to, be there for my children, be there for my family, be able to celebrate all of the milestones. Because I can tell you this for free. Nobody turns 20 twice. Your children does not turn five two times. When my son turned five, we were in Namibia, and before I blink my eyes, my son already turned 15. He's turning 15, like, you know. So they don't turn five, they don't turn one, they don't turn 2 years twice. They only turn 5 years once, 10 years once, and it's just your decision that will determine that freedom that you want. Okay, even if it's very little, even if it's small decision, make it. They matter over time. For me, I'll be honest on my own thoughts. So I don't think financial freedom is something that just happen overnight. Financial freedom does not happen like suddenly, and I think it's something people build over time. Like me, I have been looking for time and financial freedom for as long as I know. Like I just want more time. I want more time. I want to be able to spend time. I want to be able to build something. I when I was very young, I had like a vision. Yes, I don't have I didn't have a vision, but then I do now. And if I tell Michael, I have it everywhere. My husband is tired of me. He does have his own inside his. But I'm just saying to you, like when I was young, I used to picture myself in a certain kind of life. And growing up, some people say that adulthood is a scam. It's not a scam. It just requires you to, um, you know, do some things differently than when you were young. So when I was growing up, I realized that wow, the kind of life I want, this work that I'm doing is not going to give me the kind of life I used to picture. That I can still see the picture now. It's just amazing. And so every time I'm constantly, always constantly working towards it. And, quietly, I was building, over time, through habit, through consistency, through learning, through trial and error. If they say, I always share with people that I've done a lot of things in this UK. In fact, UK alone. Before UK, I used to be a business person. There's something I didn't sell when I was in Nigeria, even as a registered nurse. So I have always been looking forward to building that my dream, what I want to be, how I want my life to be like. It's always been in my mind. And I can tell you this, I did so many trials and error before God led me to my business. It's not always flashy, it's not always visible at the beginning. You don't even see the result, you don't even know where it's going to take you. But because you have that goal, because you have that vision, you are building it along your everyday life in the background. And this is the result that people now see today and now say, oh, you are lucky. It's not luck, not in any way. I don't know if my network is good. I think it's blinking. I can see my distance blinking. So it's not luck. There's no, of course, maybe God. Yes, of course. Not even maybe grace. Yeah. The grace to find something, the grace to be able to key into it, the grace to be able to, work on it and do it. Yes, that is there as well. But when there's nothing you're doing, there's nothing that grace will meet to build with for you. But when you take that chance on yourself to start building your financial freedom, whatever it means to you, the grace will then come and push it for you. So and that is it for me. I did so many trials and error, and that is me building my financial freedom then. And when I saw this business, I said, wow, all of the things I've done in the past, but those were my learning curve. Those were my learning curve. I was speaking with someone recently, one of my action takers, and I think he had different perspective about what, well, not perspective really, what he taught the business. So I said, look, there's no business in this world that you put money. Eh? Okay, I want to go and get money to start a business. You put money and you don't do anything, and you say you are building. What are you building? I said, there's not like, he said, there's something like that. I said, okay, please. When by the time they bite you, like I've been burned several times, like before I found my business. And I told him, I said, look, I know, of course, people want quick money. There's no quick money anywhere. You build the life you want, you build it over time. If you are lucky, you are young and you start building early, you don't know what you have. You don't know what you have. But even if you're not young, but you realize that, okay, I need to start building, you are blessed. You have grace, that grace to be able to start building. You should applaud it. So maybe today is just a reflection moment for someone watching. If you're watching me, let today be like a reflection moment for you. You know, think about what financial freedom means for you or to you. What does financial freedom means to you? And are you currently taking action towards it? Whatever action you are taking now, whatever you're doing now, is it moving you towards your financial freedom? Is it moving you towards your financial freedom? And like I said, financial freedom means different things to different people. It means different things to me. For me, it's just having that option to be able to build something, to be able to, be stress free. I don't want to worry about bills, unexpected expenses. I just want peace. I want to be able to build something for my future. It's the hope that I'm building something. That's financial freedom to me. My business that I'm building now is already financial freedom for me, right? Because it's giving me hope that, yes, I'm building my legacy tree. And, that is what it means to me. What does it mean to you? Because to you, it might be something different. So, yeah, it's been 22 minutes into this live session. I don't know. It looks like I'm lagging. Hey, my network sometimes, but I'm just here to share what I think about financial freedom with you. What do you think is financial freedom to you? What does financial freedom means to you? You can put in the comment section. Whatever it means to you, it's unique to you. But what I want to encourage you is to take action towards it. Take steps towards it. And, even gradually, step by step, one step at a time. Don't wait for perfect time. There's nothing like that. You'll see perfect time anyway. So that's what I have for you today. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Felicia. I'm a mom, a wife, a registered nurse here in the UK. I still work as a registered nurse, yes. I'm originally from Nigeria and I'm a digital business mentor and coach. What I do is I help everyday people to start and run their own successful online business. Now, this is a business. It requires capital, time, effort, and it's honestly one of the best things I've done in my life, starting my business, because I realized that with my business, I could run it with my busy schedule at the time I started. Because at the time I started, I was working a lot. I was actually sharing that with someone today. At the time I started my business, I was working a lot because I'd just moved to another job that the salary was lesser than where I was. And I had to, balance up with agency and all of those things. And I didn't want that kind of life 5 years from that time. And then I started looking for, something I could do from the comfort of my home. So I found this business flexible, video-based training, self-paced, self-guided. As long as you know how to use computer, you can use your laptop, you can use your phone, not a lot of tech skills, just be able to type, follow simple video-based instruction, you'll be good. Like I said, of course, has financial commitment. And here we don't get rich overnight. So there's no button that you press that will become millionaire the following day. You follow simple video based instruction. Is digital affiliate marketing. We train you on how to use social media to do attraction marketing, step by step video based training that has helped somebody like me, a registered nurse of over 25 years, 26 years now, right, to build a sustainable online business, right? So it's the same system I'm introducing to you. If you are interested, go onto my website, sign up with your name and email address, watch our webinar. If it's if it aligns with your goals, you feel like, okay, this is what I want to also try, then take the next step. Of course, like I said, it's not a free venture, it's a business. And of course, some financial commitment involved. So if you're looking to start your own online business, go and sign up, see if it's a business for you. And, if you need clarification on anything, reach out to me. You'll see my social media, whatever, that you can reach me on. So just click on it and reach out to me, and let's have a chat on how to get you started. I think that's all I have for you today. I don't know if my network is good. I'll watch it. I'll watch this video and see if my network was, because I think I'm lagging. I can see myself dragging, but I hope you get value in today's life. And if you're interested in starting to build that life that you want, financial freedom, whatever it means to you, you need to start taking steps, because it doesn't happen overnight. You build financial freedom over time. You build financial freedom over time. You don't build financial freedom in 1 month. You don't build financial freedom in 2 months. You know how many years it took you to, if you're a professional, to get your degree. You know how many years you have been working. I know how many years I've been working, right? I've been working from when I was 16, when I finished secondary school. I have been working. Then I went to school. Even when I was in school, I was doing one business or the other. I was helping people to plait hair. I will help people to do their cap. My people, if you are here, can testify to that. I'll take, they pay me. I put, the nurse's cap. I help them do it, starch it. It will stand. I get paid for that, How many years I've been doing that? Look at my age now. That's well over 3 decades I've been working. And still, at the time I found my business, I was still feeling like, okay, I need to build financial freedom. Despite how long I've been working. And, now I have peace of mind that, okay, I am on this path. My generational tree is now getting built financially. You want to build generational wealth is over time. There's no magic. Like press button and it just boom. Totally build financial freedom for overnight. Okay. So start taking action towards the life you want from now. And I hope to see you on the inside. Oh my God, my network is really bad, but I hope you get value into this life, and I'll see you on the inside. God bless you. Bye.